Hey guys, it's me. Welcome back to another tips and tricks video. Today we're going to be covering a hidden feature on your MacBook that Apple never actually meant for you to see until now. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. I'm going to open up Spotlight and I'm just going to type in the word about and hit enter. And this is going to bring up some information about my MacBook. If I scroll all the way down to the bottom here, you'll see System Assembly Language. And if I click on this, it's going to tell me where my Mac was assembled. In this case, it was assembled in China. However, there's a lot of other options here. You can see Korea, Malaysia, Singapore, Thailand, Mexico, India, and even the United States. So why does your Mac have different assembly locations? Well, this is because of something called a build-to-order or BTO program. And what this is basically Apple allows certain authorized service providers to actually build Macs on demand. For example, if you went to an Apple store and you configured your MacBook with additional RAM, faster processor, or even an extra SSD, that MacBook would have to be built after you placed that special order. So instead of shipping over a bunch of fully maxed out machines from China, for example, to the United States, Apple will simply ship over the parts, and then that Apple service provider will actually build the Mac from the ground up using those parts. This is also true for other products such as iPhones and even iPads. If you ordered one with more storage, more RAM, or even a different color, chances are that device was probably built to order specifically for you. However, there is a caveat to this. Even though you may have paid $300 more for your maxed out MacBook Pro, for example, if you took it in to get it repaired, Apple will still only pay the repair for the base model. Let's say that you have a 16-inch MacBook Pro that you paid an extra $200 for the bigger SSD, but then you end up cracking the screen. Apple will only pay for the screen on a base model MacBook Pro, meaning that you'll have to pay the difference between the two prices. That's not very fair. So this hidden feature here actually allows you to see if your Mac was built to order, or if it was just shipped over from another country already assembled. To change this, we're going to open up our system preferences, and we're going to open up the About This Mac window. Then go ahead and click on System Settings. Scroll all the way down and click on General. Then go to Startup. Then go to System Assembly Language and select whatever you want here. Doesn't really matter which one you choose. Just select one of them and click OK. You'll notice that this window closes and opens right back up with the new information. Now if I go back to the About This Mac window and I scroll all the way down to the bottom, under System Assembly Language, it now says Unknown. So I was able to successfully hide the fact that my Mac was built to order. However, there is another way to find out if your Mac was built to order. And if you go into the directory called System Information, double-click on the hardware folder and then open up the file, you'll see whether or not your Mac was built to order. It says BTO for build to order. So if this is set to Y, then your machine was built to order. If it's set to anything else, then it wasn't. But anyways, that's it for this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.